hate these things. Don't you hate these things?
They don't bother me. It's like a wedding or, I don't know, a bar mitzvah. You just do them, rite of passage and all that. Someone dies and friends and family show up dressed in black, cry a little, laugh a little, say goodbye and go get something to eat.
Why do we do it?
Well, we gotta eat.
No, asshole. The rest of it.
No, we're compelled. When the unknowable happens, we need to fall back on something knowable. It's an elaborate way of saying, well, at least it's not me.
When did you become a philosopher? Keep in mind, I've held your hair back while you threw up in more than one 7-Eleven parking lot.
Do they even have 7-Elevens anymore?
There's a few. A lot more quick checks.
I couldn't imagine throwing up in a parking lot of a quick check.
It's probably part of their business plan.
Smart move, less cleanup.
I fucking miss you. Why does it take something like this to get to see you?
You know, life.
Life. This is life. The rest is just in between.
You realize you're at a wake, right?
Well, it's true. Inadvertently ironic, but still true.
I missed you too.
Oh, look at all these people. There's people here I haven't seen in 20 years. There's people here that we went to grammar school with. Oh, is there anything more terrifying than someone who knew you when you were 9?
If you invited all of these people to a party, none of them would come. The only way to get them all into the same room is if someone croaks.
I would have blown it off too. Just the thought of making conversation makes me tired. Who needs a sleep aid? Just contemplate forced social interaction. You'll be out by 9 every night.
You're a real people person, you know that?
I like people. Some people. A few people. And I like to talk to them one at a time. When I feel like it. Which is rarely.
Why don't we see each other more again?
Oh, come on. You know the rules don't apply to us. 6 months can go by and we pick up the conversation exactly where we left it off.
6 months certainly does go by. So does a year. And a lifetime.
Remember when we both got detention for wearing black eyeliner?
Yes! We were too fucking edgy. And remember when you moved out on that guy and hid out my apartment for a month? Oh, Rick.
I didn't like him.
You always dated guys you didn't like. And you know, I think I saw him around here somewhere.
Oh, shit. Really?
No, just fucking with you.
Asshole. I always believe you.
And that's why I do it.
Remember that receptionist job you had? And I called pretending to be a quiet talker who had a big problem following directions.
10 minutes of my life I will never get back.
10 minutes less boring work you had to do.
I suppose I should thank you.
You're welcome.
Dude, we got high at my wedding.
Yes, we did. Under a trestle in the rain.
What were we thinking?
We were thinking we might die of boredom. That was strictly self-preservation.
But that was my wedding.
And it was beautiful. The food was great. The color scheme was gorgeous. The band played impeccably. And your husband's family was so boring. I wanted to beat myself about the head with a centerpiece until I blessedly lost consciousness.
They were exceedingly boring. But you brought that weed with you before you even met them.
Like to be prepared. Remember when you were a lesbian for 3 weeks in 11th grade?
Yes. Yes, I do. Best haircut I ever got.
Small price to pay for good hair.
Should have kept it.
The haircut or the lesbianism?
Both.
What?
Yeah, it turns out I was right those 3 weeks.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because then I would have had to tell myself. And besides, I'm telling you now.
But you were married for
17 years, 3 boys, no regrets. It's okay. It doesn't matter now.
What do you mean it doesn't matter anymore? Of course it matters.
That time has passed.
No, it hasn't.
Yes, it has. And I'm telling you, it's okay.
You have the whole rest of your life. Look around you, you're at a wake. If you've been waiting for a signal, this is it. This is the big green light flashing in your face. You can be whoever you want to be, and I will love you no matter what.
Thank you for saying that, my friend.
Don't thank me, do it. You're the most courageous person I've ever known. I can't believe you would even hesitate.
I'm not hesitating, and I'm not being cowardly, just realistic.
You're giving up, just like that.
Sweetie, when was the last time you saw me?
I don't know. What's the difference?
Think about it.
Is this about us not getting together? You know we always catch up.
No, it isn't about that, I promise. Just think about the last time you saw me.
It was on your deck. You were lying on a lounge chair with a blanket pulled up to your neck, even though it was like 90 degrees out. You had on a big floppy hat and sunglasses. You looked like Meryl Streep after a bender. You were drinking something gross.
Ensure.
We usually drank mimosas. Why would you be drinking Ensure? You were too skinny. You looked withered. I wanted to hug you, but I was afraid I would hurt you. Why would I be afraid? I told you.
That I was the most courageous person you'd ever known.
And you said.
I don't feel very courageous.
And I cried in the car on the way home. But I went to your funeral. I remember thinking.
How much you hate these things?
Yeah. Why are you here?
To see you.
At a wake?
At your wake.
My wake? This can't be my wake. There's too many people here.
You were more well-loved than you knew.
Now I know you're full of shit.
God, I missed you.
I missed you too, but I'm not sure I'm ready to join you.
I can help you with that.
Can't we just go get something to eat?
Are you hungry?
No. Something must be wrong. I'm always hungry.
Well, we can still go eat if you like.
Where?
Through the wall. On the other side.
Can't we just hit a Red Lobster?
No, honey.
What's it like? Through the wall.
Clouds. Harps. Cherubs with halos. Gentle classical music playing.
All right, now I know you're fucking with me again.
Totally.
Oh, thank Christ. That sounded more boring than your wedding reception.
How could it be boring with you there?
Without weed, we might be in trouble.
Are you ready?
Is anybody?
Valid point.
I just want to look around a little.
Trying to figure out who blew it off?
Damn straight.
Once we go, it won't matter so much.
See, that worries me. All my life, I've only just been me. Even if it meant being an asshole.
You can still be an asshole.
Promise?
I swear.
What if you're fucking with me again?
Only one way to find out.
I'm glad it's you. You were my best friend.
I am your best friend.